Hi everyone, Linda Israel here. Thank you so much for being here during my live stream. I greatly appreciate your support. I've pre-recorded this so that we can have some of the behind the scenes done while you listen to me for just a moment. I again want to thank you so very much for being here during my live stream. If you could, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so that they can come join us. And if you will also give me a comment in the comment section after this video is done, and then definitely speak up in the chat and say hi. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now, if you're watching this as a replay, generally, if you're on a computer, you can go down below and look for the little gear. You can change that and make the speed faster. If you're on a mobile device, look up in the corner, up in this area for 3 little dots, and you can change the speed there as well. Those of you that are here live, do definitely speak up in the chat. I greatly appreciate you being here. Well, those that are here live earn a virtual currency. Junkie Joe should be coming up here in just a moment, and you'll be able to check how many bucks that you have. What are bucks? They're junk bucks. It's just a virtual point system that I have created on my account when we're live so that you can redeem those once you get to 2,000 for a $10 off coupon to my shop. So you can type exclamation point bucks to see how many that you have. And if you have 2,000 and you're ready for a coupon code, type exclamation point award, and my official note takers will take down that information. Now, if you haven't already created an account on my website at lindaisrael.com, please do so, and then send me a message through the contact form letting me know what your YouTube username is. Why? So I'll have your email address and I can email you your coupon code. Also, if you make a donation throughout this live stream, you can be added to my YouTube donators membership that I have on my website. So again, create an account, say, hey, Linda, I donated, and tell me what your username is on YouTube if it's different. That way I can get you added to that. At the end of this stream, I will have journals made, and you will have the opportunity to win one of those journals. Throughout the live stream, we'll have some various raffles, and we also have in-chat games. So be looking out for that in the chat, and I'll kind of speak it up when I get to it. For example, if you type exclamation point raffle, right now you can be in a chance to win 200 junk bucks. So you'll be well on your way to getting 2,000 junk bucks. Normally, Robin is my official note taker. Sometimes Angelica is my official note taker. It kind of depends on what's going on. These are members and administrators of my Facebook group, the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, we'd love to have you come and join us over there. What else? Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. Hey, if you have a question, try to put it in all caps. That way I'll see it. If I don't see it, please don't be offended. The chat sometimes moves fast, and I'm usually looking down trying to create things. So please ask again. But if you know the answer that someone else's question, please go ahead and answer for them. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Oh, if you have a YouTube channel, you can't post your link, but you can say, I have a YouTube channel, and tell us a little bit about it. Tell us your channel name, something like that. Tell us what you do. We're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm looking at the time. So roughly 5 minutes is when I'll get started. So it should be just a few more seconds. So definitely hang out in the chat, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm still working away here. I'm so glad to have you here today. I hope you are well. I want to finish this last little thing that I'm working on so then I can focus on talking to y'all. Have you been good? Did you have a good weekend? Anything exciting going on in your world? Mine's been pretty quiet. It's been pretty quiet. All right, just moving a few things out of the way. How are you? Hope you're well. Thanks so much for being here today, everybody. Did y'all see the video that shows the subscription box and all the goodies that come in it? And if everything goes as predicted, I will sell out really quick. In fact, I'm getting ready to go in and edit how many I have in the shop so that I don't oversell, because I have exactly 50 boxes that will be going out, and I think I have 5 boxes that are not spoken for. I need to figure out how to do the right way in my shop. So if you're into that, make sure you get one soon. Robin, thank you so much for being here, being my official note taker. I am making 2 journals today. My goal is to have them finished by the end, and we will raffle off one of those. If you make a donation of any dollar amount, we get to $55, then you can be in a chance to get that. Right now, I have a raffle going on for 200 junk bucks. Junk bucks, you know, we're giving those away for your virtual currency. So I hope you're well. Yay. Okay. Well, get them caught up. Get them caught up, right? All right. So I have kind of dug around in things that I have, as well as items that came in the subscription box. Lori Merchant sent me some coffee dyed papers a while back, so I'm going to use one of those. And the rest of the stuff is pretty much what's in the kit or available through my shop. So the first thing I've got here is a piece of coffee dyed paper. If you saw my tutorial that I posted yesterday, how I like to colorize my paper with Tattered Angels. It's not that I don't like the look of coffee dye paper. I don't like taking the time to coffee dye paper. So I am graciously very thankful when someone, you know, gifts me some coffee dyed paper. I love it. And I think my camera looks weird. I feel like I'm not in my screen all the way. All right, so I've got here coffee dyed paper. I've got a couple of cards that come in the subscription box, and I've got a couple of the elements as well as the chipboard elements. These are little rose chipboard pieces that come in the kit, and I just thought they looked really good placed right on the page. In fact, I'm not even going to paint them because I have so many other elements that are in the kit that are color that I thought, well, this would be a nice break in our page. So I'm just going to put a little bit of Aleene's tacky glue across the bottom here. Ah, thank you, Norella. I'm glad you like them. I don't know if I'm going to use it today, but this is one of the cutouts. And if you'll notice, Norella created a corner tuck spot with this same image, and I was able to turn it into a laser cut chipboard piece. So I hope y'all like that. All right, so I'm gluing this one down. I'm going to go ahead and glue the second one down. I'm going to make 6 journal pages. We have 4 printed pages that come with the subscription box. So I generally make 10 pages to go in my journal. And so therefore, that's why I'm only going to make 6 pages. All right, so I'm letting that glue dry. And I've got these 2 little cards here. And I've got a new stamp that I'll be adding to my shop later. No, that's not it. It is Moments Like These is the name of it. I'm going to stamp it with the archival inkjet black up here in this upper corner. Moments like this. Okay, I'll set that aside. And then I have the Bella Rose stamp. I will be adding a bunch of stamps this week to the shop. So if you are one of those that loves rubber stamps, be on the lookout for that. I didn't get them added yet because I just got them today, but there is a large Bella Rose stamp that I'll be adding. So those of you that love that Bella Rose stamp, check that out. Moments like this. All right, so I got those made. I'm going to come back to the coffee dyed paper, and I've got from the Stitches set, this is the one that has like little flowers on it, and we're just going to stamp it at the top and the middle. 1 and 2, just like that. And I'll flip it over and do it on the other side too. So you're invisible, Julie. Why do you think you're invisible? We see you. Well, not technically. We see the text that you are leaving us. We see the text. All right, so this side is going to have this little pocket. So on this side, I've got a couple of the elements from the kit. I'm going to glue these down as if they were a tuck spot. like this. So it just adds a little bit of color to the page without really taking away from the coffee dyed page. I'll put that over here. Okay. So here's our first page, really quick. That says moments like this. And then you open it up, and there's a text spot here and a text spot there. I don't have a journal card out at the moment planned, but if I come to one, we will add it. All right. So I've got one page made. Let me set this over here. I'm trying to hurry today to get it all done. Oh, no response to your hello. Well, I see you. Hello. Everybody else is saying hello. Oh, avocados are good. How much coffee have you had today? I haven't had any coffee today. I've just been busy. I've just been really busy. All right, so this time I have a composition notebook page. So I buy those composition notebooks that are pretty big. They usually have 100 sheets in them, composition notebook. If you go to the center, you can take out the stitches, and then I end up cutting it down to be 8.5 by 11. All right, so I'm placing that in my box, and then I have the half sheet. Oh, thank you, Norella. Thank you. Yeah, that's where you get. I'm just hyper like this all the time. This is me, normal. I don't need coffee. All right, so I put in the half sheet stencil from the Enchanted Rose kit. Thank you, Jaminka Frink, which is Margie. Thank you, Margie. This time I've got the Enchanted Rose color. It's a real pretty pink. So I'm going to spray that on this side. And I've got the ER, which is Enchanted Rose Teal Rose. Thank you so much, y'all, for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I'm just spraying it on top of the stencil, grabbing another sheet of paper, and then I'm going to lay it on top of the stencil and mop up. Angelica's favorite, mop up papers. And I'll go ahead and spray the back. Even though I may not use it today, I go ahead and spray them. That way the color is there and I can use it at any time later on. So that's what it looks like mopping it up. Okay. And then I'll put this over here out of the way. I'll flip the page over and I'll spray this side. I'll use my heat tool to dry it. That way it's dry. I don't have to worry about it smearing or tearing, because sometimes paper is really fragile when it gets wet. Thank you so much, Norella. Hey, Patty. Hey, Rhonda, welcome. You love the stencils. Thank you so much, Rhonda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was a pet name of one of my cats a long time ago. Oh, how sweet. That's a cute name. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Sam. Cabbage dyeing sounds like a good way to get the kids outside. Yes, this is in the kit. This is in the kit. This is the half sheet stencil that comes in the Enchanted Rose kit. All right, so where's my stamp? There it is. I found it. So it makes it nice and crinkly. It's not even completely dry yet. I've got the postscript collage. I haven't used this in a while. Ashley got on to me for a while. She kept saying, all you do is use that stamp over and over. Well, I quit using it for a while. Now I'm back to using it. Okay, so I'm going to take this and flip it over, only because I want to stamp on this side, and I don't want to have any bulk when I go to stamp. And I'm just stamping it right around the corner. Okay? See that? So I just stamped it up here and stamped it on this side. This is a great way to add layers to your pages. So you get all this color, but you're not adding a whole bunch of bulk in your journal just by stamping on it. All right, so I've got a couple of the fussy cut elements. These are little doves, little birds, little bluebirds. I'm just going to glue those directly down. You're crocheting? You love this stamp? Yeah, I used it a couple of weeks ago. It's been a couple of weeks since I've used it. I don't use it all the time. Somebody wants to know, how long did you have to boil your cabbage to dye your paper? Sure would be stinky, I would think. Oh no, new stencils. Yes, I have new stencils in the shop. All right, so on this side, I've got these ticket pieces, and I thought they would look kind of cute if we put it where it's glued in the corner. So I'm just gluing here, down, and this way. I have a lot to show y'all with these few pages that I'm making. The most complicated page I'll probably do last. Because I knew it would take a little bit longer for me to do that page. So I was like, I gotta rush to get these other pages done. All right. So I went ahead and I took the journal cards that came in the subscription box and I just butt them up against each other and I stamped it with the Bella Rose stamp. And then you separate it, and now I have this little peekaboo coming out on my page. Like that. And that is another page. Like that. Bam! We're done. I know I'm zipping right along. Y'all are probably getting whiplash. Like, what in the world? Okay. All right, so now in the kit, you get one of these 8x8 sheets of paper, and I haven't really used one that much in the past, so I thought I would do that today. So what I'm going to do right off the bat is I've gone around the edge with Distress inks, and I want to glue these together. So I'm going to put glue down on this edge. Yes, I know that that would make that bigger than my page, my journal page size. So what I'm doing is gluing these together so that I can turn it into an 8x11. So it'll still be 11 inches wide. I'm just pressing that together. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my grid here so I know how far to go. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I want to go to right there. Maybe even come back in just a tad and fold that over. Okay. You see what I'm doing there? So I'm making this a 8.5 or 8x11 inch paper. Okay. So I've got that. So what I'm going to do is put some glue down this edge and let that dry a moment. And I forgot to do a step, but I'm reminding y'all that we're going to do the sewing cam lamb here in just a moment while I get a piece of paper here, because what I had intended to do was to stamp on this and I forgot. So I've got the, well, what is this called? This is the new Baroque background, romantic, romantic. It's fairly new. And I'm going to stamp it, and I know that it's not going to get a very good impression because I'm not standing up. I'm just kind of pressing it to my paper. I just want it to kind of give a little background in there. And I'm going to flip this over. So this is because I was going to stamp on that before I put it down and I forgot. So you just use paper to give you a little bit more work here. Okay, so I'm just kind of filling that in. This over here out of the way. All right, we're going to go to the sewing machine and we're going to sew. So sewing lamb cam. Hey, Tanya, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, you're off work. Yay. All right, so I'm going to go to the sewing machine and stitch right down the edge. You managed to successfully print out a free ledger page printable. Yay, Julie, good job. All right, let's go over to the sewing lamb. It almost looks like I'm low on it because I just barely kissed it on there. I probably do need to re-ink my ink pad, but part of it is because it's such a large stamp that I have to put more pressure on it, and it's hard to do that sitting down. All right, so I'm just stitching down the edge here. Okay. So I just stitched down that edge. Okay. Back over here. We've had some rain this weekend. We had a little bit of rain and we had a thunderstorm last night. I'm going to glue this right here and right here. Oh, I'm off camera. Like that. All right, so I need to fold this in half, but I find that it works better if I score the page and then fold it. So I'm going to get my scoring tool and then take this over to the 5.5 inch mark and score this ledger paper, because the ledger paper side is cardstock. It's thicker. And sometimes when you go to fold it, it will crease. So that's why I am scoring it. So I've got it scored. So now I'm just going to fold this over in half. And that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 inches. Okay. So see what I did? I ended up adding this little decoration here. All right. So let's go here on this side. And I've got a couple of pieces. Just getting them all laid out. So this is from the kit. And this was one of those tear-off sheets that I happen to have. So I think what I want to do is, this piece here needs a little bit more decoration to it. So I've got out the leafy branch. And we're going to stamp around that outside edge. The storm hit and put you to sleep. Have you any wool? I don't have any wool. Oh no, and you didn't, had you only known, Sam, my grandparents had a wheat farm, and when they passed away, a bunch of things were left at the old homestead that other people didn't care and was going to throw away, and I snagged a wheat ledger, so I've used a few pages out of it. It's kind of fun. Hello, Koki. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today? Thanks for being here, everybody. Oh, good, Rhonda. You like that trick? Rhonda's talking about how I was talking about stamp storage. The stamps from Beeline Designs are cling mounted. So I found that I could take a heavy piece of cardstock and stamp the images on that cardstock, then laminate with the heat press laminating machine. And then I was able to stick my rubber stamps down onto the laminated sheet, and I know where they go because the image is there. All right, I'm going to stamp the leafy vine up here, and then I'll do it a couple of times over there. Did I do anything over here? Okay. And then while I've got that stamp out, I'm going to stamp on this side, right about there. Should be done with that for a moment. All right, so I've got this portion here. I think I'm going to put this guy right about there. So you get a little bit of writing space here. Oh, but you have any sheep? You have any wool? Okay, that's as far as you get. Gotcha, gotcha. I only have wool in that sheep. that Giovanna made me. Thank you so much, Giovanna, because I know she's watching. She watches all my videos. She may not speak up, but she's here. All right, I'm going to let that dry for a moment, and let's work on this side. I have one of the images from the kit. Look at this little birdie. And then I had a scrap of this teal paper that I had sprayed, and I'm going to glue these together. Exclamation point raffle, Koki. Type exclamation point raffle. Are we about, it's not time yet, is it? We got a few minutes yet. So I'll be giving away 200 junk bucks here in just a little bit. How do I not get black ink on my hands? My hands get dirty, and I do clean my hands every so often. I think part of that key of my not getting it all over me is if you use an acrylic blocks that are the right size for your rubber stamp, it's a little bit easier for you to get a hold of it. If you have a block that's too big, sometimes you'll end up touching the ink pad. I don't know. I've got black on my hand from the Tattered Angels box. All right, so there is this side. What do you think? Kind of adds a little bit. And then we've got this side. So over here, I've got the little number 5 that comes in a kit, another little scrap of that teal paper that we're going to put over here. Yeah, I usually wipe my hands off a lot. I've got the thieves cleaner I keep handy. I'll stop every so often when I notice that I've got too much on my fingers, because I don't want to smear it everywhere. Oh, I didn't want to go that far over. All right. And this one's going to go here. In fact, I need to clean my hands right now because I've got glue on them. Hi, Karen. How are you? Haven't seen you in the chat today yet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, you can get the printed planners. I'm going to get it on my face. I keep touching it. Exactly. I said, don't touch my face. All right, in the kit, you get one of these little paper bags. I'm not going to add any decoration to it. I just like it the way that it is because it's got some pretty color. Little bag, and then I've got this tag that we're going to put here. And then we're going to go over on this side, and I made this little journal card. It's another of the 4x4 journal cards. I ran the corners that comes in the kit. I used the leafy branch. That's a little butterfly from the kit. I like that. You know, and I just saw something I want to do, and I didn't do it on the other one, but I'm going to do it on this one, I think. Do I have the smaller one? I do. I, ahead of time, took and stamped, this is a small butterfly that I stamped, and I think I want to put it on here, but I want to give it some color first. I'm going to grab a paintbrush. Find a paintbrush that I like. All right, so what color? I guess we'll make it pink. So I've got the Enchanted Rose in pink, and I've got 2 of them here because I need to put it on the other journal page. All right, so I'm shaking that up. I'm going to take my paintbrush and dip it into the Tattered Angels, and then I'm just going to kind of quickly paint on that stamped image. It's kind of hard to hold it. It's moving and scooting around on me. All right, so I'm going to clean off my brush. I'll just lay my brush up there. So that gives it a little pink. So we could put that like there. So we get a nice little cluster going on. What do you think? Hey, Sandra Lewis, how are you? I got lots of people's here today. All right, so there is that page. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy over here. So there is a page. Another page made. We got another page made. All right, I made this page ahead of time, so I'm just going to show it to you. So during the tutorial video that I showed y'all yesterday on spraying the stencils, this is one of the pages from that. I used the well, adornment, I think it's adornment is one of those. And then I used the tickets, I split it in half, and I glued it onto a book page that I sprayed with stem cut Tattered Angels, that green, and I stitched it. I used a doily, can you believe it? I used a doily, I put a doily down, and then one of the tickets. And then sometimes when I do belly bands like this, the journal cards have a tendency to kind of slide out, especially if it's not super tight. So I made a quick little altered paper clip just by tying a little bit of lace on the edge, just nothing big. And then this is a word search that comes in the subscription box. That's stencil. That's a stencil, Sam. That is from the February Artistic Stencil Club. That's from the February Artistic Stencil Club. So that's spraying through the stencil, and this page is mopping up on the stencil. And then on this side, I used from the February Stencil Club. So I used this stencil and went in here and added some Distress Oxide on the page. I used the single rose rubber stamp down here in the corner. These are printable words from Calico Collage, and I used the stitches across the back just to kind of give that a little variety in our page here. Okay, so that one's already done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we're going to do this page next. This is my next page, getting all the goodies out. Yeah, you do that with paper clips. The pieces always slide out. It can be rather annoying to have stuff fall out. It can. I got another new rubber stamp that will be added to the shop. This one's called Roses, and it's a big stamp. But I think it's a good stamp. Getting all my things out here. Got some Tattered Angels and Distress Inks. Okay. Get all the pieces. Get all the pieces. All right, we don't need that stencil, but I do want this stencil. All right. Getting all my elements ready so I know what I need for this page. So this time I have a page that is copy paper that comes in the kit. And where'd it go? Oh, here it is. And then I have my Victorian flowers. It's a new, brand new, I don't even know the name of it. Victorian something. I named it. I think they're Victorian cross-stitched. I don't know. Victorian. All right, so I'm going to put that in the spray box. And I've got the Lavender Rose Tattered Angels. And we're going to spray that on there. All right, so poke, poke, nudge, nudge. Wow, it's already 4:15. I might actually get done early today. If the last page, the big page, is what's going to take the longest. All right, so I'm going to spritz this on. I'm going to grab a piece of copy paper. And we're going to mop that up. I'm going to spray the backside. I'm going to set this aside to dry. So I'll set it over here. Let that dry. Here's what it looks like with the mop up. Isn't that gorgeous, that color? I'll go ahead and turn it over and spritz the backside just a little. So I'll have some shimmer on it. And let's dry this. You're back. You dropped out. Victorian Screen stencil is one of them. And then there's another one. Because that's not the right one. There's two of them. Okay. I'm going to let this dry a moment. And while I'm waiting on that to dry, I took a book page and basically I measured to be 2.5 by 5.25 inches and made tabs for it. Now I'm just going to take, which color did I use? I think I used the pink. So we're going to use the Enchanted Rose and spray this. And I'll dry it a little bit. You want it dry if you're going to stamp over the top of it, because the ink, for some reason, resists when it's wet, because it's got wet on wet. Victorian cross stitch. There you go. Oh no, you're typing your finger that dips in the ink pad when loading up your stamp. Gotcha. Always dips in the finger. You got to keep your fingers up on the block. Don't let it go down. All right, so I've got that painted. Okay. And I'm going to use my Distress ink and go around the edges of this little, it's going to be a poppet. You like all the pinks? It's got lots of pinks. I decided this time for the Tattered Angels kits to put a pink in the subscription box and to have two pinks in the add-on kit. All right, so this is going to be stamped. So I'm going to take my Bella Rose stamp again, and we're going to stamp on the outside edges of this. Junkie Joe likes you today. I think I need to re-ink my, whoop, I didn't drop it on there. All right, so I put that on there. So now we've got that portion. And then I've got Nurture Your Soul. It's from the kit. So I'm just going to glue this down as a pocket. So I have a dual tuck spot. So this is going to go right on here. Kind of center it up. I'm going to set that aside to dry. All right, so on this piece, I've got the, where'd it go? This is the Baroque stencil. It's a new stencil, relatively new, Baroque flower stencil. And I've got picked raspberry distress ink. Hang out the washing. Yeah, there you go, Margie. That's another way to do it. So Margie says, I take my big stamps, ink them up, and press my paper to the stamp instead of pressing the paper, the stamp to the paper. Sometimes if I really want a perfect impression, I'll get out one of my positioning tools like the Misty, and I'll use that. But I kind of like that distressed look when it doesn't make a perfect impression. I'm doing the tone on tone. So we're putting pink on pink, which will just give us a subtle background, and hopefully it doesn't distract from our journal page that we're going to write on. So we got a nice little pattern there. What do you think? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fold my paper in half, just so I know which way do I want to go. Let's go this way. If it is Baroque, fix it. There you go, Margie. You like that rose stamp? All right, so this is a new roses stamp. So I'm going to get a scrap of paper here. If I remember correctly, yeah. I'm going to ink this up, and there's a heart, so you'll know which way is the right side up if it matters to you. I am going to cover it up, and I think I need to add some more ink to my ink pad. Always buy a re-inker. to go with your most used ink pads. That way you can always re-ink them and they'll last a lot longer, and it's a whole lot cheaper than buying a new ink pad. All right, so I'm just going to stamp this in the upper area all the way across like that, and I'll turn it over and do it again. You like that stencil? Well, thank you very much, Sam. I hand draw my stencils for those of you that are new to my channel. These are all designs that I drew, and then we have a laser. So then we laser cut on the Mylar plastic material, and I package them up and sell them. Okay. So we got that. All right, I don't need this stamp anymore, so I'll put that over there. All right, so on this side of the page, oh, thank you, Margarita, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have some little words. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Oh, yeah, squirrel alert. I'm supposed to do a raffle. Sorry, I got these words from Norella, and what I did was I took a sheet of book page like this, and I sprayed it with the teal rose, and then I cut 1-inch strips, and then I just made these to mat. All right, we need to do a raffle. I gotta look at the prizes. I haven't looked at the prizes to see what we're gonna do today. Let's see what we got here. We can get a couple of them ready, I think. Okay, we can do that one. All right, we'll do that. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start with this raffle. We're going to give away 200 junk bucks. Thank you, Tanya, for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your donation. All right, let's do the giveaway. Let's pick a winner of 200 junk bucks, and that winner is Karen Owens. Congratulations, Karen. I'll get that added to your account here in a little bit. So thank you so much for being here, and congratulations. All right, reset. And this is going to be for some, what are these? Page flags and buttons. All right, so Robin cleared out her stash of goodies that she knew she wasn't going to use, so she gave me these. They are page flags. So that's a stack of 25 each, little flags that you can peel off and stick down. And then this one is sticky notes, 70 pieces. So those are, again, are stacked on top of each other. Little sticky notes, so you can stick those down in your journal. And then these are sticker adhesive buttons that she gave me. So I thought that would be a good little gift. So I'll put those in the pile. All right, y'all into the raffle. All right, so I'm going to glue this up here. This one says Wild Heart. I'm just using Aleene's tacky glue to put it down. And this pink paper, it's a reminder, that comes in the subscription box. So you get 3 sheets of this pale pink paper in the subscription box. And I like putting that teal on top of it. Hey, Deanne, how are you? The stencils are addictive. Thank you, Rhonda. All right, so then we've got 2 more. We're going to put on this side. I like my stencils. I don't know. I enjoy using them. I like being able to layer up patterns and it not be too bulky in my journal, so that when I want to do a bulky page, I can. Oops, dropping it. I can, but not every page has to be super bulky. All right, so we got that up there. This is our pocket that's going right here on this side. So we're going to use those little tabs. Let me fold my page back. So I'm going to glue this down. You're good. Yay! Love the stamp. Thank you, Deanne. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're going to put glue right here on this little tab, on this little tab, and on this tab. I was trying to find just different ideas to share with y'all of being able to use all of the goodies that come in the kit. All right, so this time I have this corner piece. I'm just letting that glue dry before I do anything. I got this corner piece I want to put here, but I don't want this whole corner because I plan to put something in that pocket that I want to be able to see a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is rip this and basically make it into an L. Okay, so I've got this little L, and we'll use some distress inks around the edges and distress it. Thank you, Sandra, for the thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm just adding some distress ink, walnut stain around that edge, okay? And then I've got the Bella Rose stamp. I didn't get all the stamps I wanted out today, but I think this will be good. See how that changes that look? Thank you, Lori, for your donation. Hey, did you see that I used one of your coffee dye papers you gave me? So there it is without the stamping. You can kind of see that without the stamping. Oh, hey, Joe. Welcome. Welcome for being here, Joe. Glad you could be here. You'll see people playing in chat games. You can ask questions. And then on this side, I did stamp it. So you kind of see the difference, how that looks. Let's glue this in place. I read you. All right, so I'm just putting glue on this outside edge. And this is again where if you want to do the little tabs like I've done in the past, you could add those if you need a little bit more space for the tuck spot, you can. All right, so we're letting that dry for a moment. Let's come back over here. So earlier I made this piece of paper. It's still a little damp, so it's going to go in our pocket here, but I want to dry it. Oh yeah, love to color on that with some metallic gel pens. Yeah, definitely. You can do that for sure. That just reminds me, there's another piece here. Where'd it go? There it is. I forgot to put that on there. I need to put that down. It goes right here. Thank you, Linda Gray. How are you? Thank you for your donation. Is it hot, hot, hot there in Australia, down under for you, Julie? We've had overcast, foggy day. All right, so this was a mop-up paper. I sprayed both sides. What I'm going to do now is find the center of this. And we're going to take this over and fold it to that edge. Okay. And then I'm going to come back this way and butt it up against it. Then I'm going to fold down the corner just a tad. Trying to get it even. I'm going to fold this down just a tad. So we have a little bit of a gap here. And then we'll take this piece and fold it up so that we have this nice little envelope. You see that? Did you see how I did that? So I started with an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, found the center, bring that into the center, fold this down, fold this down, fold this up, and now we have an envelope. So we're going to go around the edges. "19 degrees. Wow. Oh, Julie, refresh. You probably don't have it set for live. That happens. All right, I'm just going around the edges. Adding some distress inks here, which I think kind of helps sell it as a envelope, a vintagey little envelope. Trying those energies. All right, good. She's back. She's back. All right, so there is all of that distressed. And then I've got from the kit this little butterfly stamp. We'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to put that right here. And then to help close this, I've got With Love that comes in the kit. So we're going to put that right here. So I'll put a little bit of glue right across the bottom here. Line it up. See where I need to put it. And I'll unflap it until it's dry. That way I don't accidentally glue my faux envelope shut. So that'll go together. And so we've got this little writing space that's really quick and pretty. You can see that pattern. I love this pattern. All right, so I'm going to put that in the pocket here. I've got from the kit a couple of journal cards. I have an envelope that comes in the kit, and it may be kind of stuck shut, so just be real careful, and you should be able to open it up. And we're going to stamp that. Let's use the Bella Rose stamp again. I'm obsessed with it. We're going to stamp it right here. And that's going to go right there. You see that? Nice little layers that we've got going on. And on this side, in the kit comes this little envelope. And I have to chuckle because I was cutting it out of the kit. So I'm cutting it all out. I'm like, oh, this is really pretty. And I put it together and it didn't match. The little flappy wasn't long enough. So I took a picture and I sent it to Norella. And I said, it doesn't match up. It's too small. So she says, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. So she made a new one. It is a pretty stamp. I just love using it, Norella. So anyhow, thank you, Norella, for fixing that. So I'll put that in there, and that's going to go behind there. There's another journal page made. Am I going fast enough for y'all? All right, so this time, we're going to use one of the printed pages. I don't hardly ever do this, so we're going to do it today. Oh, and I got another new stamp. This is called Deco Gate. Like again, I don't have them added because I just got them today. So they will be added to my shop tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Rhonda, for your donation. Thank you, thank you. All right, so this is one of the journal pages that comes in the subscription box. And remember, even if I sell out of the subscription box, you can get it as a digital download. I'm laughing because Norella says, now, Linda, you should be telling me people about her mistakes. Well, it just feels good that I'm not the only one that makes these mistakes. Yeah, I make plenty of mistakes. I don't think anyone could keep up, Sam says. Yeah, we're flying through today's journal, Robin. The last journal page is going to take the longest. So, I fretted over it the longest. All right, so this is one of the pages that come in the kit. And I love the layers. I love how she's done that, the towel looking paint background, stamped background. So what I want to do is I want to add a little something over here. So I grabbed a few things. And the first thing that I've got here is I took a book page and I just made it the size I wanted by tearing the edges, and I folded in. So I've got some tabs. I'm going to lay this flat, grab the gate, deco gate is what it's called, and we're going to stamp that on this book page. So I'll stamp that right in the middle, like so. Ta-da! I'm going to put this back together. So I got that piece. I'm going to go ahead and trim this just a tad. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. In this lower corner here on this journal page. And that way it'll glue the dry. Glue will dry. Dry will glue. Glue will dry. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Rhonda, Linda, Lori, Tanya, Margarita, Margie, and Norella for your donations. Great. You're awesome people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you're getting inspired to play around with some of your supplies and make some things. I've got from the kit, it says nurture. So I'm going to put that over here on this corner, but I want to make it a tuck spot, a little tiny one. So I'm just put glue across that bottom and up the right-hand side. Put it down right here. I have a little flower that you guys get in the kit. So I'm going to pop that into my box. And I've got the Enchanted Rose Tattered Angels. So we're going to spray that. And then I'll use my heat tool to dry it. What else now? Y'all be mean and keep donating so Linda has to raffle off the second one. Thanks, Ashley. Thank you, thank you, thank you all for your donations. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the pollen's been crazy here too, Julie. Pollen and dust and mold. All right, so we're going to put this guy right over here on the side. I like these little off-white flowers because I can make them any color I want. Okay. And then we had the little ticket in the kit, and I thought that would be kind of cute, just sticking that right in there. All right, so then I've got a bingo card. That's going to go back here, but that's not enough. I need more. So in the kit, you get, this time around, you get 6 file folders that have tabs in different locations. But instead of folding this, I'm going to leave it flat. And I took some of those notepads that you tear off. So if you don't have one of these, find some copy paper around your house, find a legal notepad, find some just papers that you can fit. So in this case, I believe it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3. Pardon me. 5 by 3.5. So we're going to put that. I did some distress inks around it on here. I'll put a little bit of glue down to help hold it into place, because though it didn't shift on me. Because we're going to the sewing machine here in a moment. Let me get the sewing lamb. Sewing lamb. Okay. And then I got a piece of fabric. I didn't use the fabric that came with the kit because I only have enough to do the 50 kits. I didn't have enough for a sample. And I happened to find this little teal on the desk, so I just thought, well, I'll just make that work. It dusts the toilet as much as we sat. Yeah, because it blows around. It's crazy. All right, so I'm going to put a bead of glue right across the top here. Then I'm going to take the fabric and I'm just kind of pushing it into the glue. And we're going to ruffle this up. This is one of my new favorite techniques. All right, so we got that ruffled up across there. And I like doing it this way because then I can get it right where I want. Let the glue dry for a moment. And then I'll be able to sew with my sewing machine. So while we're waiting on that to dry, I think what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue down this little corner piece while I'm waiting on that to dry so we can go ahead and use it in the journal today. Maybe I'll find a journal card we can pop in there. Okay, and while I'm waiting on that to dry, I'm going to do the other one. So I'm just putting glue right up that edge, and I'll pop it down on the page. There's so many goodies in this journal kit that sometimes I don't remember to use them all. I think, can we get away with that? It would be a tight fit. So let's see if I've got something smaller. Well, that'll work. All right, so I've got a couple of these. So I'm going to go ahead and round the corner of these 4x4 journal cards. These are kind of almost watercolor. You like the look? Well, thank you. Looks like curtains, yeah. And you can paint these. So you can paint them with acrylic paint and then spray Tattered Angels over them. Or you can just color them with acrylic paint, whatever color you want. I've also showed how you can use embossing powder and change the color. Thank you, Janice, for your donation. Hello and welcome. Yes, Tanya, this is the kit you'll be getting in February. This will ship out February the 15th. So you're getting to see how I put it together, and you can also see what rubber stamps you need to order and stencils that you need. And you need the Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist kit. You got to have it all. All right, so we're going to put this over here. All right, I'm going to do something different because I want to add this rubber stamp to my shop. Why not? Maybe y'all like it. I'm not even going to tell you what it is yet. I'm just going to, let's see, do I want to put it like that? Yeah, we'll put it like that. A little crown. I thought it'd be a fun stamp. So that one's called Crown. And I'll get that added to the shop tomorrow. All right. Let's go to the sewing machine. It should be dry now. We're going to stitch on this. So let's go to the sewing machine. You've been looking at the Tattered Angels? Yeah, that's the kit we'll be getting in February. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just stitch right across here. Zigzag stitch. I have a regular sewing machine. I forgot to say that earlier. Regular needle, regular thread. I just set it for a zigzag stitch at 2 and 2. See that? This journal's right up your alley because it's got the vintagey pinks. By the way, y'all, I would love for those of you, especially that are subscribers, because you're the ones that matter. You're the ones buying. What theme would you like for our next kit, which is coming up in April? So what would you like? Last year we did the Out to Sea. And then we also had Punked Out Steam 2. We had a traditional Christmas kit. And we had the All About Robins, right? Yeah, that was the beginning of last year. So this card is going to go like this. And we got this one over here. Like it? And I had a couple little pieces left. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put one here and one over here. Maybe I'll do it opposite. I think I'll do it that way. Dragonflies. That's a good one, Tanya. You know, Norella has the Dragonfly Delight. Maybe I can talk with her. And like the card. Thank you, Tanya. Maybe I can find out, drooling. I can find out what kind of dragonfly images that Norella has. That's a good idea, dragonflies. I can have fun with that. I like the color schemes of dragonflies. Daisy. Daisies with dragonflies. Okay, Laura, like it, like it. So it's kind of a floral theme. Nature, dragonflies. Sunflowers, Julie says. Kimberly says dragonflies. Robin says dragonflies. Okay, okay. Dragonflies would be a good one for May or June. Okay. Yeah, because it'll ship out, what is that? This is February, March, April. Yeah, May 15th. Ooh la la. You like it? All right, so there is another journal page done. You made a little book page envelope today, stenciled using the dragonfly. Oh, awesome, Lori. All right, so here is my most complicated page that we're going to make. So I gotta get all my supplies out. This is the Victorian stencil again. I've got all these goodies, so I'm gonna get all my things out. Lots of stencils. I think we're going to get out of here early today. I really do, because I'm almost done. Whew, I can take a break for a moment even. Wine would be fine for maybe June. Wine, okay, wine. Bye, Norella. I hope you heard that. Dragonflies. We're going to talk dragonflies. All right, cleaning my hands, drink of water. Gotta drink the water. Gotta drink the water. Okay, so I got a pile of stuff here. Let us begin. So from the subscription box is a dictionary page that is oversized. So I trimmed it down to be 8.5 by 11. Then we're going to pop it into my spray box here. And, you know, I like spraying the pages like this because it breaks up that text and it gives me a foundation or a background to work off of. Sometimes I end up covering all up, so it just kind of depends upon, you know, what you're working with. If you don't want to cover it all up, you don't have to, but I'm going to kind of cover up some of this page, but I wanted it to have some color. So to start with, I have from the large Tattered Angel kit, which is a set of 6 colors, I've got rose blush and rose pink. And they look really close together, but they are different colors. So we're going to spritz this in here. And I'll fill in. And I'm going to grab a sheet of text weight paper here. And we're going to mop up like so. So this is the kit stencil. This is the this is the, God, I can't get it out. Enchanted Rose stencil. I like it. A recipe journal. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing a recipe journal. Maybe something that I'll work on. All right, I'm going to spray the back side just a little bit. And we're going to dry this with the heat tool. Coffee and chocolate idea. Coffee and chocolate. That's a good idea. Ooh, Lindy Gray got 100 junk bugs. Whoop, whoop. And tea. Chocolate, coffee, and tea, Margie says. And tea. All the beverages. So this page takes a little bit longer because of the spraying. I need to dry it. Yeah, you! So I'm trying to dry the page. And I want to dry this page too. So I'm going to put that in my toolbox for a moment. You can't commit to a subscription. I understand them. My daughter says, I'm just saying this one is a good idea for a birthday that's coming up in a month. Well, how about I do this, Ashley? I just give you a kit. Make you put it together. There you go. Yeah, shipping is expensive right now. It's gone up so much. I was shipping a package to the Netherlands, and it used to be like $24, and now it's gone up to like 40 something dollars. All right, so this is the mop-up page. So what I'm going to do, just so I know where the center mark is I'm going to crease it just a little bit. And then I'm going to start tearing around the edge. So this is part of the reason why this page took a little bit longer. So I have plenty of time to get it done today. Now I am choosing to manually tear this and not use a ruler because I like that kind of distressed, rough edge, jagged look. If you prefer a straighter page, then by all means you can cut it, or you can use your ruler and tear it using the ruler. So it just kind of depends upon what you prefer. Okay. Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, that does not interest me, but I believe Norella has an Alice in Wonderland kit. So maybe if Robin will put a note, that's one that when I'm trying to look at kits for in between to show y'all ideas, I could use that kit. All right, I'm kind of tearing this down just a little bit. All right, so you see that we've got a couple of pages here. And yes, I'm throwing away the scraps. I have too many little scraps, and I don't want to deal with it right now. So we're going to get some distress inks and go around the edges. Hey, Range, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Adding some distress inks. Got that done. All right, so I'm going to open this up. And even though I sprayed the inside, I probably could have gotten away with just spraying around the edges. But I wanted to really make sure that these edges were covered. I'm going to fold this backwards because I want to make sure that I get this on my page and it's not coming off. Okay, so we're going to glue this down. Thank you, Robin. Oh, you love Alice in Wonderland as much as almost as you love cats? Cats and roses, Ashley says, always. All right, so I just went around that outside edge. This is the center of my journal. So I'm making this into a pocket. Okay, so did that page. I'm going to flip it over and we're going to glue this one down. Same way. Like so. I hope that you can see that what I'm doing, it doesn't have to be overly complicated in your journals. You know, yes, I am using plain copy paper that I have altered, but I'm also using a book page in the background. So we're getting a little bit of a cool texture. Raffle time? Is it raffle time? Almost. All right, so now that I've got that glued down, I've got the Bella Rose stamp again. And this time, I'm going to stamp around the edge. Okay, we're going to stamp up here, over this way. I'm rotating the stamp every so often, so it's not plunked down in the same position every time. All right, you see what I did there by putting the stamping all the way around? That's the rose stencil that comes in the subscription box, Julie. That comes in the subscription box, Enchanted Rose. So I did a mop-up page here, and then it sprayed through the stencil on this side. Okay? All right. Next, I have Robin's favorite, cheesecloth. All right, so I'm going to lay this in my spray box here. And I've got the Vanilla Rose Tattered Angels. It's got a lot of pretty stuff in it. Organizing, gathering your TA while watching. So far, you have 39 bottles. Oh my goodness, Sandra, you have a few. That's a lot. I've done journals and altar books for Alice in Wonderland. Even tried them chunky charms and altar paper clips. It was fun to use things with hearts, roses, teapots, rabbits, playing cards. Cool range, man. Awesome. Bella Rose. And then I've got the cheesecloth that I'm altering. Just want to give it some color. I'm going to dry it real fast. Cheesecloth. This is not Robin's favorite. But I wanted a little something that's inexpensive and easy to get. You know, you can pick up cheesecloth just about anywhere. You don't need a whole lot of it. Some people like to tie dye, a tea dye or coffee dye, a whole bolt of it. I just keep it as white and use it as I want. All right, so we've got these two little pieces. And I've got these two little pieces that I want to use. And I've got two little journal cards, artist trading card size cards. And I've got another new stamp. And this one's called 1912. So I'm going to ink this up. Cool. It doesn't quite fit width-wise, so I'm overlapping it like that. I'm not out of cheesecloths yet. I don't know, Julie, as far as the shipping is concerned. You can log into my website and then put it in your cart, and it will tell you how much the shipping is. Okay? Yeah, if it was in fluorescent green. Yeah, Sam, you can make the out to sea journal. Yeah, the exchange rate. Well, see, I'm not going to publicly say this, but I do something special when I ship so that hopefully you don't have that fee. I don't want to get in trouble here. All right, so I got these two pieces. Okay? And I've got some cheesecloth. So now what I'm going to do, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then let's spread out this cheesecloth on here. Give it a little, not a lot, but just a little bit there. And then we'll put this on top of it. So I'll put this down. Put the stamp on top. Put this on top. You lose something daily. I understand. Oh, Indian Summer with Dream Catchers. Yeah, that would be another one. It's kind of a, maybe a bohemian style. I'm doing it. Do you have any left? Yes, I do have some left. I do. And it's okay, Julie, if you want to cancel it after you get the kit. I understand that. All right, so I'm going to set this up here for a second. All right, this is going to go right here in the corner and be a little tuck spot. So I'm going to glue that down and set my stamp on top for a moment. I'll glue this one down. And set my stamp on top again. Wanted to break up that page just a little bit. All right, so we're just gluing that down for a moment. And then I've got some more of these words in teal. So we got be yourself and laugh out loud. I'm going to glue up here at the top. All right, we're halfway through this page. We've got one side almost done. I got to make a journal card to go in the pocket. And then we'll flip it over and work on the other side. Dryer? Yeah, you find a thing that you love, a charm or embellishment, and then make a journal based on that. Okay, so now let me get this ready. I'm just kind of moving some stuffs around here. Get out of my way. I'm going to slide this over for a second. All right, I have here a oversized journal card, and I've got the Botanical Rose stamp, and I've just misplaced it. There it is. And I'm using the Distressed Ink Walnut Stain. And I'm going to stamp this on this bottom corner of this journal card. You see that? I'll show you what it looks like done in black. So this one I did in the sepia tone. Apparently I didn't push hard enough in the middle. And this was done in black. So you kind of see the idea of what it looks like. I got a little piece of fabric here. Guess what? We're going to go to the sewing machine. Sewing lamb cam. Check it out. Okay. So I'm just creasing this. And then what I'm going to do is put a couple of dots of glue. And I'm going to line this up, but I want it to stick out just a little bit. Okay? And then I'll put a couple of dots of glue. I'm just putting glue to help hold the fabric in place until I get to the sewing machine. I'm going to clean my hands again. Alrighty. Is it time for the... Yeah, that's a huge rose stamp. It's big. Hey, Barb. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so now we're going to go to the sewing machine. We're going to stitch just right there. We're going to stitch right across. So we stitched. We're stitching. Stitching, stitching, stitching into the future. Alrighty. So here's what I did earlier. So that one's going to go over here. And it's a little big, so it sticks out just a little bit, but I kind of like that. But if you don't like it and you want it to be shorter, you can just trim it off. I think I didn't get this over as far as I did on the other one. So there's this side so far. I'm going to put journal card there, journal card there from the kit. So we have writing space back here. We have writing space here. We have a journal card here that we can write. Same on this side. All right, let's flip it. Now we have this whole side. It's a brand new canvas to play with. All right, so on this side, prior to the stream, I took a piece of copy paper and sprayed it with the stem cut green. Figured y'all just spray it. That's all I did, just spray it. That way it was dry, so we can do the next step that I want to do. So I'm going to lay this out. And this is the Victorian screen stencil. So I'm going to lay that down on top. I've got the Mermaid Lagoon Distress Oxide. I'm going to ink this up. Hey, Vicki, welcome. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, Barb, I already got ready ahead of time. Okay, it's time for the raffle. All right, y'all get in the raffle. All right, so this is going to be, I'm going to say this is going to be our last free raffle. Because this page is almost done. I'm going to bind the journal. And I'll be done early today. That's my goal. Because I'm almost done with this side of the page. It's not going to take much more. Thank y'all for the ideas for kits coming up. I think we're going to go with dragonflies. I got to talk to Norella. But I think that's a possibility. And maybe we'll go completely different than the dragonflies that she's done in the past. All right, so you see the pattern that I made with that Victorian screen? You like it? All right, so we're going to give away these little sticker tags and buttons. These are from Robin, who cleaned out her stash. I'm going to get a drink of water. I see a few people entering the raffle. I'm glad you're doing well. Oh, how funny. So Sam says, if you like mini candy bars, the paper inserts make great tags and you can eat the candy while crafting. Oh, how funny. Well, Barb, you're going to get to see, I'll go flip through all the pages and then you can rewatch it. See, you can watch it from the beginning. I got hair right across my face. I see a few people getting in the raffle. Okay. See in the raffle. While we're waiting, I'm just going to cut a couple pieces of paper here. Getting prepared. So here's where I cut my strips and colored them with Tattered Angels. It's great for a diet. I know I added it twice. You can delete it. You should be able to go in there, Julie, and delete it. You can edit, go to your cart, and you can edit your cart. All right, set that aside. Okay, so the winner of these goodies is Laura Johnson. Congratulations, Laura. You're going to get these little goodies here. All right, I'm going to do one more free raffle. Maybe? I don't know. Barb, thank you, Barb, for your donation. No, we're gonna start the raffle for the journal. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so reset, and we're gonna delete that one. What is this called? Enchanted Rose Junk Journal. Alrighty. So, these people have donated today. Barb, Janice, Kimberly, Laura, Rhonda, Linda, Lori, Tanya, Margarita, Margie, and Norella. So these people have donated and you're eligible. Okay, good, Julie. I'm glad you figured it out. You're eligible to win the journal today. So we said, my cousin is on a roll again with the winning. Yay! All right, so we're going to open the giveaway, and this is for donators only. This is going to be for one of these Enchanted Rose journals. All right, so I'm going to go around the edges with some Distress ink. All right, if you want to have a chance to win one of these journals, and if I get to another $55, I think we'll give away two of them. But we are definitely giving away one journal. You just need to make a donation of any dollar amount. Any dollar amount. Okay, so I have another. This is called like a rose bouquet. I'll have to find it, but it's a little roses there. So I'm going to stamp one in this corner. Stamp one in this corner. Can you see that? Set that up here out of the way. And then I have Enchanting. I was looking through the stamps by Beeline Design and saw Enchanting, and I thought, well, that's perfect because we're doing the kit Enchanted. Why not have Enchanting? So we're going to put that right there. I'm going to put this one right here. Like it? Alrighty, so now I'm going to fold this back this way because I want to glue this down, but I don't want to get it over my edge. And I'll glue this down right here at the top. Smooth it out. And then we're going to glue on this side. And I'll kind of look at the other side to see how high I need to go. So sometimes I look at this and say, all right, I need to put it right about there. Don't get it too tall, not too close. Let's clean this up. Oh, there you go, Julie. Okay, you're entering for Norella. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so here we are so far. Even though we did do the stenciling in the background, we're kind of covering it up. I don't care. I kind of like that it peeks out every once in a while. All right, so now I have these little bits. So this is just a book page that I happen to have. And I have another piece of book page that I painted. And then I have an image from the kit. So I'm going to glue these together. So I'll glue this down. Oh yeah, sewing cam lamb. We're going to go to the sewing machine again. Putting that right here. I'm going to go ahead and do both of these at the same time so the glue can be drying. Drop it on the table. Okay, I'm going to put one right here. All right, if you donated, get in on the raffle. We will be calling the winner shortly. I'm almost done with this journal. All right, I'm going to go to the sewing machine in just a moment. I'm waiting for this to dry. We're going to stitch around these. But while we're waiting, I've got this little corner tuck piece that comes in the kit. So as you notice the flourish there, that was part of the chipboard piece. And I just added some book page tabs so that I could use the full height of the journal card spot. So I'm just going to glue this down across here. Making sure I've got it on the right side. Going down into the corner. Flip it. Alrighty. Your sheep are getting tired. Bah! I'm getting tired. I've been working hard. Alrighty. I spent all day on the computer yesterday getting everything ready for the subscription box stuff. Alright, let's go to the sewing machine. Alright, we're going to stitch around the floral images here. So I'm just doing a zigzag stitch really fast. Alright, everybody. Well, if you have suggestions for things that you would like to see at one of the next live streams or a recorded video, do let me know. I am working on a couple of tutorials. I made a black and white journal, so I've got to get all the videos edited. I think I have almost 20 hours or more that I need to edit, so that's going to keep me very busy. I think I put that on upside down. Oh well, maybe I didn't. It's lilac, so it goes up. It goes up. All right. I sewed a little something on several of the pages today. It's kind of hard to realize that Julie's having a hot day when we're having a blizzard up there. Well, it's just like when we're having Christmas and she's having summer, and then when we're having summer, she's having winter. What do you think of that? Let's put this one over here. Like so. All right, so I'm going to move a couple of things. Put some things away. All right, and I still have a few things left over, like I didn't use all these chipboard pieces. So here is the cover. I'm going to fold and get it ready. I didn't fold all my pages earlier. There is a cover. All right, so I've got a journal page. So I'm going to fold this in half. So this is one of the journal pages that come in the kit. What about that big chip? I didn't do anything with it today. Maybe next time. I'm not going to use everything. Okay, so let's see here. Those two. And this one. Ah, got you, Lori. I saw that you said you were doing several weeks of classes. All right, so there's the printed pages. Cover. All right, so we'll go back through. Here is where I took the printed page. Okay, that's the printed page. And I put some of the chipboard pieces on here. I made a little notepad. So you got this little, and I used 6 pages in there. A bingo card, a little ticket, and then on this side we put that little pocket. I took a mop-up page, or no, I sprayed a page and stamped on it and made little pockets and made an envelope, made a little stamped envelope. There's a little stamp pocket, and then we stamped this little corner tuck pocket, put the envelope in it, and a journal card. And then I took one of the mop-up pages that I made in the tutorial, stamped, made the belly band, add some stamping. That's the single rows. These are Norella's words. In the kit, you'll get this ledger paper that's cardstock, and so I attached another piece of paper to it to extend it and give us some additional writing space, and added some embellishments. And this comes in the kit, and this comes in the kit. And I just kind of randomly stamped all over that piece of paper. So there's a journal page. Let's see how I want to do this. This is using notebook paper and then making a little tuck spot on the inside. I like it. I think I want that one there. Maybe this one there. And this is the coffee dye paper that Lori Merchant gave to me. And I put the chipboard pieces on there. Stamped the rows, stamped across the top. Kept it really simple, really. There's tuck spots here in case we want to put journal cards in it at some point. I think I want to put this one there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm rearranging to see how I want to put this together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe, just maybe, like that. I'm looking at it to make sure that I don't have 2 pages right next together that I don't want together. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. So I'm going to start here. These journals are going to be somewhat alike. I used the same kits. I kind of repeated it. It didn't take me that long. I know it doesn't take me long when I do the live streams, and y'all don't be discouraged because I sat down and made a journal today before the live stream, and then I make a second journal during the live stream. So I already know what I'm going to put together. So don't feel like you have to rush and work as fast as I do. I'm going to switch this. Okay. And this one's a shorter page, so it's not going to be as tall. I'm going to put this page down. I like the little pops of teal every so often. And it's funny that Norella used the same look of a stamp image that I used. And I think this is going to be, do I want that this? All right, do I want this the center? Or do we want that the center? I think I want it that way. All right, so I'll set this aside for a moment. Let's grab the next one. Did y'all get entered on the raffle? Okay, where did I see that? Is that cardstock on the coffee stained paper? This is cardstock here. Yeah, that's a cardstock, and that's a chipboard piece. That's the chipboard piece. Oh, silver peacock earrings. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow, Barb. You've been busy, have you? Already today? I like it. Lots of variety in this journal. You're very welcome, Sam. Okay. I like it. All right, let's put this together. So I'm getting out my junk journal tools. All right, so you want to make sure that all your pages are stacked together, nice and tight. And I'm going to grab my giant paper clips and clip this together like so. Use my template and line this out here. And then we're going to start, make 3 hole pamphlet stitch. You want to keep your pages V'd up when you poke the hole. Close my Tim Holtz craft pick. I need a needle. I also sell the bookbinder's needles in my shop. So if you don't have one and you want one, these are nice 4-inch long needles. I use wax linen thread. I do not offer it in my shop, but I do have a link to Amazon. 1, 2, 3. I get 3 times the height of my journal. Since I'm making 2 journals, I'm going to double it. Oh, and I forgot to put some journal cards in one of the pockets. We'll have to do that. Okay. Thank you, Robin. Yeah, the flower bag's in the subscription box. Yes. All right, so we're going to do this. Love the flower bag. It's in the subscription box. Love that crunchy sound. Ah, snowstorm coming. It's possible, yeah. Okay. So I'm doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Started in the center, go to the outside, come back to the inside, back to the outside, kind of a figure 8. Want to catch this thread up here, pull it back. You'll make sure that these are tight, and we're going to tie it off. All right, I'm just going to cut these the same length because I think if I have time, I'll grab a charm. All right. I'll set this aside and do this one. All right, punch 3 holes and bind it. And then I'll flip through one of the journals here in just a moment. All right. Oh, yeah, you can stamp patterns onto them, use stencils on them. Lots of options. Lots of people like to make the wax paper bags. All right. Stitch it. Trying to put all my tools up. That way I know where they are when I want to use them. Okay. Oh, I almost pulled it all the way through. You got to hang on to that tail. Don't let it go. Got to hang on. Hang on loosely. Don't let go. All right, well, I will be back Monday. We're going to use the large journal kit, maybe even the planner. Depends on how much time I have this week to make journals next Monday. So we'll continue on with the Enchanted Rose kits. All right, so is it this one? What's this one? So this journal card goes in here. And y'all asked for mason jars, so you got mason jars. That went in there. Okay. Let me see if I have some charms in here. I have some charms somebody gave me, so let's see what we got. I have a cross, a lock with a heart. I think that's a butterfly. Here's a dove. We'll use those. And then there's a windmill and a couple other weird looking things. So what I'm going to do is just take this, come up here, and tie a little knot. I know, I don't ever do this. Oh, that's too far. Too low. Need to go this way. Yeah, paint will stick, stays on the archival ink. You have 3 signatures into the cover you've been working on. It's easier to just do one. Yeah. All right, so I used to use stays on, and when I found the archival ink, I started using it. It's going to have a little cross in this one. I started using it, and I like it better. It doesn't smell like the stays on. Has an odor to it, and odors, solvent type stuff, give me headaches. So if I can use the least amount possible, I think that's the best. I'm just trimming off the excess here. All right, so we're just doing one journal today. Yeah, stamp with paint on your glassine bags. Yeah, I've stamped and paint on lots of things in the past. You just got to make sure to clean your stamp. Keep a little tub of water handy and something to scrub your rubber stamp with, like an old towel or even one of those stamp scrubbing pads. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is we're going to flip through the journal, and you have a chance now, if you've donated, to get in on the last raffle. I'm actually getting off here early today. Y'all have any questions? Now's the time. It smells like almonds. Yeah. Yeah, you love the smell of it. It gives me a headache. You have all the archival colors. Yeah. All right, so there is a journal. Let me get my pen out so I'll have it ready. Flip it over to the back and sign it. 2021. Sign this one too. All right, so here we go. Stop sniffing the stays on. All right, so here's our fluffy journal. We got lots of stuff in here. So this is the cover. I love the color and the way that looks. There's the inside cover. It's got this beautiful wallpaper look. First page I chose. I used the Tattered Angels on this page in the fussy cut element and rubber stamp. Love the way this printed page turns out. I signed them. Repeating the Bella Rose stamp. Moments like this. Using the chipboard element there. I think it looks really good in the craft color. You can put a journal card there. Making that corner tuck spot so you could see the stuff. That's why I did it that way. Yeah, you only use it on plastic or metal. Yeah. So close, yet so far away. Using that new roses stamp up there. I got to get them added to the shop. Made this little journal card today. Have a little ticket with the gate behind there. Layered on top of there, so you got some writing space. And a little layering. Using the word search on here. And I went ahead and made a little altered paper clip just to help keep that word search journal card from falling out. Using the teal and using the Stencil Club for February. Distressings, a little journal card there. And so we have some layering here that we can journal on. We have a journal card there, and the pocket's big enough that you can put more in it. Then this is the center of our journal, so we pull this out, and we've got journal cards on both sides, and we got journal cards here. And this one I put a little lock with a heart, and this one's a little cross. Hopeful, love, wild. You like it with those materials scrunched up? It's one of my fun things to do. I like doing that. Love the ruffles. Oops, almost stuck that in the glue. There. This is the single rose. Pursue life. And then stamping on there. I want to feel it. It feels like it should have texture. This comes in the kit. This is part of the kit as well. Did some stamping on a book page to create a pocket. Over here, we layered. This is from the kit. This is from the kit. I used that from the kit. The card is from the kit, but I used the rubber stamping. So what I like about this is the kit. You can come in with your versions of stamps and different versions of stencils that you may want to use and make this very much your own. You're getting that rose stamp for sure. I thought you already had it. Made the little envelope. So there's our envelope I made. So this will be tucked down inside. You can get it where the butterfly's visible. Little envelope here. A couple of the journal cards from the kit. Another tuck spot. Tuck spot. And here we are to the last page of the journal. All right, well, we're done, y'all. Believe it or not. Oh, we had a bunch of people win some junk bucks. Good job. Ashley won the FFA, got 80 junk bucks. Well, hey, Henry, we're almost done. I'm getting off here early today. You have a single rose on the stem stamp, very similar. There you go. Yeah, definitely. All right. I believe we had enough for one journal to be given away today. So I guess if y'all are ready, let me see who's in the... We needed Barb, Janice, Kimberly, Laura, Rhonda, Linda, Lori, Tanya, Margarita, Margie, and Norella, which will be Robin entering for Norella. So let's go. Yeah, definitely write it down. Oh, that one that I haven't put in the shop yet. Okay, this one, this big one, that great big one. Gotcha. Okay, so Kim, Tanya, Margie, Janice, Robin, Barb, Lori, Margarita, Laura, Rhonda, and Linda. So Robin's in for, okay, I think it's our 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, good. Where everybody's in. And fussy cutting too, exactly. All right, so giveaway. The winner is Barb Dingwell. Barb, you are the luckiest gal. This is awesome. You got the journal. Congratulations, Barb. You can use it as an inspiration when you're making yours. Well, everybody, there it is. There it is. There it is. Maybe I'll make a Midori cover and put the other journal in it. Maybe that's what I'll do. And then I can put a planner journal and maybe one of the large journals in here. Yeah. Some of the dawn remained on Barb. Well, everybody, I hope you got some ideas, that you're inspired to create, that you enjoyed this, and that you make something. Get up there and grab your supplies and make something, okay? Make something fun. Alrighty, well, I gotta work on dinner here in a few minutes for myself and my husband, but I'll be working online adding the new rubber stamps to the shop, so be on the lookout for that. Yay, Barb says. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. You're welcome, Lori. She thought she had a choice. Never mind. No, they're the same. The journals are the same. The only difference are the charms in the center. You're welcome, Barb. Y'all have a great week. Be on the lookout for some tutorials if I get everything edited, if I have just enough hours in the day to get it done. I really appreciate your support, everybody. Thank you so much. Love you too, Ashley. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping in. Enjoy dinner. You like to put a rose category? Well, I thought since I was doing the rose, Enchanted Rose stamp, that I could put it all in one category and make that easy to find. So we're going to do some more of that. Get those dishes done. You're very welcome, Julie. Thank you. Y'all have an amazing night. Yes, thank you so much for being here. And we'll see you at the next live stream. I'll get my stuff and close it down. I greatly appreciate your support. Again, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends. And of course, comment after we get off the live stream. Let me know what you like. What was your favorite part? I greatly appreciate y'all being here. Bye. Thank you. Oh, I guess I could take off top caps. Bye, everybody. All right, I'm going to get off here. Y'all take care. Lots of love to everybody. Bye.